The Trump effect. Yes, unemployment is up 36% in 1 week. Now, folks, we should get used to headlines like this because it is technically accurate, but also very misguided. What happened in Washington, D.C. this week? Well, folks, the unemployment rate or unemployment claims spiked 36% in Washington, D.C. Obviously, President Trump, Elon Musk are on a warpath to remove federal workers. And it looks like unemployment rate or unemployment claims has spiked 1,780 claims in a week. I got to tell you, folks, I think this is going to get worse before it gets better. So again, folks, anytime you hear headlines like the Trump effect, unemployment spikes 36%, you have to ask yourself, what are they trying to communicate? Again, we are talking about 1,780 claims in a week, which is 36% higher than the week before. What else is going on? We did get a Friday report on retail sales, which was weak, much weaker than expected. Came in at a very disappointed negative 0.9. It was expected to be down slightly. It was down much more than that. Again, folks, remember that retail sales last year was also weak in January. So I don't know if this is just a holiday hangover or if the consumer is finally breaking. We have seen the 10-year note take a significant drop down since CPI on Wednesday. Again, CPI came in hot. The 10-year note, the rate went up. Excuse me. It came down after PPI and came down again after the weak retail sales. It's actually now below 4.5%. So are we going lower? Are we seeing a path to bending the curve on the national debt? Are we headed into or are in a recession? We will be getting a lot more data on that. To that end, we do have a lot of data coming this week, but tomorrow, Monday, is a holiday. It is celebration of President's Day. It will still be very market moving. We have at least 3 Fed presidents speaking tomorrow. Again, are they going to talk inflation, unemployment? What are they going to be talking about? On Wednesday, we start to get some housing data. We will get housing starts and building permits. What are builders thinking? Are they breaking new ground? Are they just finishing what they're building? We will also get Fed minutes. It will hear about probably the most boring Fed session, talking about their pause, which again we called for. We will also hear about, what was the talk of inflation, what was the talk of unemployment. Also, it'll be very interesting to see what their take on tariffs was. We will also have one Fed speech. Thursday, we will get U.S. leading economic indicators. Is this a sign that different parts of the region are still in a funk? Are we coming out of that? Are we growing? It'll be very interesting to see if there is a bifurcation across the country. Is maybe the West Coast or the East Coast or Central or whatever doing better or worse? It'll be very interesting to see the U.S. economic indicators. On Thursday, we will get 3 Fed speeches. Finally, on Friday, we will get S&P Flash Manufacturing and Services, PMI. What is going on in our services sector? What is going on in manufacturing? On Friday, we will also get existing home sales. This one's going to be interesting. Just to give a reminder, last month we came in at 4.24 million existing. Is expected to come down slightly to 4.13. I'm going to come out right now, take a chance. I'm going to say we come in pretty big miss, under 4 million. I'll say something like 3.99, 3.98. I do not think January was nearly as strong as the experts are saying. Then we will get 2 Fed speeches. We did get some earnings on Friday. Airbnb came in with a beat top line, bottom line, but they had a weak guidance, lower guidance than expected. We do have more talk of tariffs. Again, folks, remember what we talked about. We're going to have 90 days, 6 months of chaos. We have now a threat of 25% tariff on imported cars. But again, remember, it doesn't go into effect immediately. This one is estimated to go into effect on April 2nd. What does that mean? That means we have a lot of time for negotiation. It means we have a lot of time to delay this decision. This is all about setting the chessboard up so that we can move to have fairer trade. I do not think it is something that will happen as is without some negotiation and the like. Good news if you are in the mortgage industry, we have our second day on record with mortgage rates below 7% for the year of 2025. Earlier, I think it was Wednesday or maybe Tuesday probably of last week, we came in at 6.99. On Friday, it came in at 6.96. 6.96 again, second day of the year below that. We are watching the spread. The spread on Friday was 249 basis points. I want to shout out Lance Lambert from Resi Club as he provides that data daily. The 10-year note closed at 4.47%. So if you're not following Lance Lambert, Resi Club on Twitter or X, you are truly missing out on that. I did get some estimates about the federal employees. It looks like 275,000 federal workers have lost a job this week. 75,000 apparently. Again, these are estimates. 75,000 took the buyout, and about 200,000 probationary workers were let go. I got to tell you, I don't really know what a probationary worker is, so forgive me if this is fake news. But yeah, it looks like, but yet to be confirmed, about 275,000 federal workers have given unemployment. I do know, or at least I believe, the first 75,000 took the buyout. So my understanding of the buyout was they do get paid for 8 months. They have 8 months to find another job, skill up, whatever they would like to do. I'm reading more and more about debanking. I got to tell you, when I first heard about debanking months and months ago, I really didn't know what that was. It didn't really make sense to me what debanking is. But apparently, many financial institutions, especially in the crypto area, were simply turning off bank accounts for folks. Read an article from the CEO of Anchorage Digital, Nathan McCauley, and all I can say is not cool, bro. Not cool. We did just complete the day one of our ORAD event. Hopefully you enjoyed the special keynote surprise. If you were there, hopefully you enjoyed that. We had the one and only Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan was kind enough to join the stage, take almost 90 minutes of live Q&A from the audience. Graham, you are amazing. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for bringing Alex. You brought Alex, the ninja of YouTube, getting inside the weeds. Alex, thank you so much. You will get a present from One Rental at a Time. I will have it made and give it to you. Thank you, Alex. But you also had Lisa Sutton. Lisa Sutton is somebody I know, respect, and follow. She was the big corporate lawyer who went on to become an entrepreneur. She gave a great talk about how she attacks that. We did have the lazy landlord, Dion. Dion is under the weather, so unfortunately we did not get him for most of the day because, again, he's under the weather. But he still came through. He still mustered up the courage to come deliver a awesome presentation. He is a Marine, and Marines are committed to doing what they promise. So, Dion, I know you're feeling bad, but don't, man. You're sick. It's okay. We got you. Your family, your brothers will take care of you. We'll step it up, and you get better, and we'll catch up when you're feeling better. We did have the millionaire panel. We had Beth, Adrian, Casey, and Brian going for over an hour, just interacting with the audience, taking questions. And then we had Omar El Takari, a good friend of mine in Vegas, talking about how to build a brand, grow, how to turn on the camera, what to do and not to do inside of YouTube. And of course, we started the day with the one and only Lumberjack Landlord and his lovely and amazing wife, Ashley. Again, folks, if you bought tickets, you're in the virtual session. As soon as I have the videos, I will work tirelessly to get you access because you will get the replays for free. Give me 3 weeks or so. These are large files that need to be chopped up. I did read an article, a summary of Camden Apartment REIT. Folks, these are things that you need to be paying attention to because they're painting a picture of what the big players are doing. Camden Apartment REIT said, and I quote, "Supply has peaked. Revenue outlook improving. Time to move back into buying and building apartments. I'll say that last part again. Time to move back into buying and building apartments. I want to remind you, if you were at the event, Graham Stephan said a lot of amazing things. I want to call attention to two parts of Graham Stephan's story. One, he talked about a friend of his who is actively buying in San Francisco. Folks, I created a video years ago talking about somebody's going to become a billionaire by buying San Francisco at the bottom. Apparently, there is already a billionaire making moves in San Francisco. This is what the wealthy do. They buy when no one's looking, they buy with maximum stress, and they just hold on and they print money. This is starting to happen. We are starting to see the big boys go. We are at or near a bottom, and let's go. Second thing I want to talk about Graham Stephan is he is going back to Cali. He's going back to Cali and building ADUs. He's taken some of the houses he has and building a second unit. Rough and tough. This is from memory. He's building an ADU for about 220 grand, I think he said, 225, something like that. And then he's going to rent it out for 2,500 or so. So again, something that is rocking and rolling. I will look to get an introduction to that provider so we can bring him to the channel as well. Folks, if you like the ORAT event, one of the things I want to remind you is if you like the camaraderie, the team, the community of ORAT, you need to join my school community. The school community is exactly like the live events. It provides you a place to be in a room with 360 other amazing folks going in the same direction. It is tough to stay engaged. It is tough to stay excited when you are doing it alone. Don't do it alone. Join school. Join 6 of the other amazing accountability groups. Join and you will be around others going in the same direction. To that end, I want to welcome Sierra, Carlos, Brian, Kesha, and Russ to the school community. Thank you for being there. Introduce yourself, make some comments, get up to level 2, level 3, unlock the thousands and thousands of dollars in free goodies. 2 more things and I will shut this daily financial news down. 1, Intel. It is rumored that Intel might be bought for parts. What do I mean by that? There is talk that Broadcom and TSMC may make a bid for Intel and then divide up and take different parts. And then finally, what are the top 10 cities for families? Again, this article is from LendingTree. LendingTree put this out. It's actually an article about the top 10, but I only got the top 5. We will go from 5 to 1. Some 5 to 1 again from LendingTree. Raleigh, North Carolina. Next up, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Minneapolis, and according to LendingTree, the number 1 city for families is Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City comes in at number 1. Again, folks, I do want to remind you, again, if you enjoy the ORAT event and you are not part of school, frankly, that is a mistake. School costs you 67 cents a day to be around the same type of amazing people that you can ask questions from, network, be held accountable, learn, be inspired. It is just the place to be. It is my intention for folks that join school, you get the same love and attention and good vibes. So log into school, SKOOL, look for one rental at a time, subscribe today. Later.